I'm here with Tom Simon, former FBI agent, current private investigator in financial crimes.
My name's Tom Simon. I'm a CPA by trade. I have 30 years of stories of conducting investigations for myself and for the FBI. I earned a badge and arrested lots and lots of people and made lots and lots of cases. That's pretty much what I did in the case of Kevin Liu. And his clients loved him. These were senior citizens who'd been doing business with him for years. He stole $600,000 from these senior citizens. She was feathering her nest for retirement, and the last thing in the world she expected was to be caught. Clear internal control failures, clear audit failures that allowed this to occur. The opportunity to steal from your employer is nearly always a failing of internal controls at your company. There is a greater than zero chance that if there is a fraud, God forbid an embezzlement at your company, that you're going to be in the mix during the course of the investigation. Not one person who has control of the assets of the company and the accounting records. Subject interviews and how to get the confession from the bad guy. You cannot understand a fraud until you understand the timeline of how it occurred. And because what is fraud, right? Fraud is theft by deception, right? Someone is lying to you to steal money from you. What lies were told to them that separated them from their money, and so you're going to be guiding them through the story. What happened next? What happened next? What happened next? I tell you, having done this for 30 years, you get a lot of really great information when you ask that. Do you record witness interviews? Or do you take notes? In real life, do bad guys know that they're bad guys? Some do, most don't. No one is the villain in their own life story. And I want you to think about that for a second because it is so important, not only for fraud investigations, not only for police work, but in dealing with the people in your lives. We are all reacting to the circumstances of our lives. And if you can understand that concept, you're going to be a better interrogator, you're going to be a better person, you're going to be a better parent, you're going to be a better husband, you're going to be a better wife. It's an exercise in imagination. I do not feel sorry for these people, but I'm going to try to get into their head to understand how they see themselves and how they rationalize their behavior. So we got to get it right, because what happens if you don't? If your report has bad information in it, and that poor lady's on the stand, what's the defense attorney going to do? Rip her to shreds. How do we know that you're telling the truth now when you were lying to the investigator then?
If your special event or conference is looking for an entertaining and informative keynote speaker, I hope you consider me. I tailor each presentation based on the audience. Investigators, regulators, and auditors will benefit from my speech on investigative best practices. Business owners, CFOs, and accounting managers want to hear about fraud prevention techniques and how to deter employee embezzlements. I also have a presentation on using FBI behavioral science techniques to be a more effective manager or salesperson. Please contact me directly if I can ever be of assistance.